Still am not entirely sure how well this is going to work, but I'm going to try one more time and see if I can get it working. The stream, I mean. Might as well show here instead of the starting soon screen. Might as well just show here that I am getting this up. I am trying to get it to work. Alright. Yeah, trying to get this to work, or, going to try to see if I can get this to work one more time. Did make a post at least saying there may be some troubles, so yeah. If I can't get, so yeah, I don't have any kind of stream on today, then you'll know why. Things are looking consistent, I think, connection wise, but not gonna hold my breath just yet. Right, what was it? Alright. Again, let's not hold our breaths. But we will try to make some new characters. Okay. I'm trying to remember what Violet's last name. Let me look up what Violet's last name was. Whoops. Oh, right, that was right. It is Gray. I actually kind of knew that. Yes, I did watch the Game Awards last night. Also, apologies about the issues I had with stream. Fingers crossed everything will be okay, but again, hard to say. Yeah. Nothing, I mean, not too much I was super hyped for, announcement wise, personally. Though it is cool we're getting another Control game, finally. favorite games win? Admittingly, I have not played Expedition 33, so hard to say it's my favorite, even though I do think it's cool a game like that exists and is getting a lot of praise um critically and such. Yeah. Yeah, I will say though, it was a little, it's just like, okay, really? Okay, really, we get it. We get lots of awards. It's getting lots of awards. And I'm still of the belief that, awards are not the end all be all of, whether a game is good or not. I mean, look, it's if, a game or movie or whatever wins. It's cool and all. But, that's not an automatic indicator of quality, and just because another game didn't win or whatever, that doesn't mean it sucks or is bad. Awards are just, accolades. They don't really mean, they do mean something, of course, to a certain extent, but it's not the end all be all by any means. That being said, I do kind of get the frustrations with, and kind of agree with the frustrations with Expedition 33 doing a full sweep of the awards, literally winning every award it was nominated for. Because it's not just about which one's the best per se, it's also about the recognition of the efforts that the people made into making those games, and and there were just so many great games out there, and it's just kind of a shame a lot of these other games that very clearly had a lot of effort put into them kind of got passed over or overlooked. And I can kind of even see why some people might even get a bit of a resentment towards Expedition 33 because of that. Or, get a little bit of that because, it just seems like it seems like hardly any other games are really recognized. Again, though, not a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but I get it. I get the frustrations. Ooh, whirly bird hat. Yeah. So I'm just going on my rant. Just flip. Right, that's right. I need a bun hairstyle for Violet. Not quite that. But yeah, don't get me wrong. Expedition 33 definitely deserves recognition and praise and all that. But so do a lot of other games. You shouldn't just, of course, so you don't need me to tell you this, but of course you shouldn't do things just for, the accolades, but still. I knew there's a bun hairstyle in here. Not that one. There we go. Goodness. Yeah. Also, if internet connection drops out, then I will, then I might just give up on streaming today. And it seems to be going okay now, but I just don't know. I just can't say 100% for sure. Sorry, I'm just kind of checking out here what's what. Uh, Shoot. Trying to. So many ads on these freaking pages. I was. Sorry if I'm stalling here. It's just. Good God, I. Some of these websites are just unbearable to get through. Okay. Okay, let's get back to this. Wasting enough time. But yeah, I also was a bit puzzled to see that Expedition 33 had 3 out of the 6 best performance nominations, and it's like, really? That's really literally half of the categories. Like, one is expected, 2, alright, but 3, just I get it, that there's a lot of great performances and it can be hard to figure out which, it can be tough to decide which one should be nominated, but I don't think one game should take up literally half of the slots. Again, though, for as much as I'm griping and such, it's not really a big deal in the grand scheme of things. I'll try to make it a bigger deal than it is. We'll do something a little more modern looking. Meant to do this one. Oh, yeah, this is nice. Okay. Sorry, just still getting used to YouTube's new user interface and all that. Oops, not sloppy. Both Violet and Patty have got a bit of a mean streak, but Patty, for as little appearances as he made, seemed to mellow out a bit. Um, I think he definitely want to be more on the popular side. You know, popularity aspiration. Like someone that's ambitious. Okay, first we make her. Then do that thing where you make another sim and merge the households together to make roommates. First, we actually need to get a house going, though. Of course, can't exactly move a sim into a house when you don't have a house to move them into. Oops. Unfortunately, a game that I really enjoyed that I played, Death Stranding 2, didn't get any wins. It was a shame. Yeah, not a big deal if, we repeat houses, but I was just seeing what else is here. Mm. Mm. No, mind me just being a little picky. Did Ghost of Yotei get wins? I can't remember, actually. Yeah, sure, we'll do this one again. Maybe change some colors, because the roof and such, because why not? But, yeah. For now... Okay, well, first... There we go. Let's edit this. Also, shame that Hades 2 didn't get any wins, not even for art direction. It's of course one text, but isn't 33. Again, not trying to diss on Expedition 33 or anything, and again, I haven't played it, so I can't say, you know, take it with a grain of salt, but I feel like Expedition 33's art direction was not as, not not like mind blowing per se. I mean, it was very good, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I don't know if art direction was as anything as special as the other nominees, like again, Hades 2. Right. Not paneling. But it's whatever. And we're gonna see a nice green color. Is there nothing I could do to adjust the roof color? Hello. I said looks like stream is going okay now, but I had some troubles earlier and I didn't know if I would be able to stream today. I'm doing all right overall. I was just frustrated with the internet earlier. So fortunately, it might be a bit shorter of a stream, but hopefully we're okay now. I just have a well, so I'm trying to figure out what. Oh, there's house roof tiles. Goodness, they were right there. Yeah, I'm glad you liked my latest video. I'm on a bit of a kick for cartoons, specifically Arthur. So yeah. Well, I mean, if people are watching and enjoying, I might as well keep doing it, right? No, I never watched G4. I can't say. Just too dark of a green, maybe? This is better. Picky dogs. Picky animals. These blue shutters are good enough. I was just kind of wanting to adjust this, make it a bit of a different color since we already got the blue house here. Just the same house, but I figured let's make it a different color. And we already got a greenhouse here, but green colored house, I should say, not a literal greenhouse, but you know. I wasn't accepting my passcode. Yeah, I know. I know this place is looking liminal as hell, but oh geez, I screw up this roof. Goodness. What? Looks like I might have screwed up our roof. Oh well. We'll just pretend that's not a thing. Maybe. You know what? What this is a chill ass stream. Not gonna worry too much about wasting time or whatever. Let's move you out. Let's demolish this. Try not to screw this up. Try not to screw up the roof again. Hey, live and learn, right? Oh, now you have 2001 simoleons. here's what I gotta do, I think. Okay. Roof time, hopefully? Roof patterns. Okay. Don't want to make too many adjustments to the roof, I see. Or, you know. Right. Handling. Cora. Cora, Arthur's cousin, or Caillou? Well, we only saw Cora cousin Cora that once. And, you know, she got to eat some, So, you know, we only had to deal with her that one time, but unfortunately, Caillou is forever. And you, oh yeah, that's right. That's what else I was going to say. She also got to eat some big fat crow whenever DW ended up saving the day at the wedding. Once, you know, credit where credit is due, was good thinking on her part. DW's, I mean. Yeah, maybe the blue clashes a bit, but we'll leave it for now. Being a bit lazy with the color coordinating with that, but whatever. Am I in teacher mode? Uh, don't know about that, but truthfully, I'm just running low on contacts, so I'm trying to conserve them until I can um, finally get new ones, because I also need to update my prescription, because they won't let me get they won't let me get my contact prescription until, or they won't give me my contact prescription until I actually get an appointment to update it. And I've been stalling on updating it, on getting an eye appointment, because I am going to be moving soon, and unfortunately the closing date got pushed back, which means other plans got pushed back for the time being, which is a little annoying, but it's not like I'm in a huge rush to move, so it's whatever. So yeah. Yeah, some minor frustrations, but you know, having to wear glasses on stream for a little while, it's hardly the worst thing ever, so, you know. 'Tis whatever. Moving to a new house. Slightly bigger as a whole than the one I'm living in, but not like a huge house or anything. But it's nice. It's a nice, smaller house. That's again a little bigger than the one I'm currently living in. We'll say the office room is a bit smaller than this one, but that's fine because not like I need a ton of office space just to stream. Yeah, have fun walking the corgi, Mike. Awesome. Hopefully the corgi's a bit more receptive. Yeah, it's nice too. It's nice too because the house I'm going to be, well, I should say my boyfriend and I. It's not just going to be me, but no, house we're going to be moving into is a bit closer to the city, and also just a more centralized location in general, to more you know, just community areas in general. So that's nice. Closer to the city than I am now and all that. All right. Yeah, so the Peanuts movie gave Patty Swanson brown hair. And whoops, I forgot to put her name in. I don't mind this goofy ass looking outfit right now. But yeah, nice house. On the smaller side, but is A-okay. Just want to make sure I'm spelling this right. Yeah, that's pretty much what you can say where I'm living now. Smaller town. Or, I guess residential area would be more correct. And it's also, and despite its centralized location, it is actually quite quiet, so that's great for me. Gets the best of all worlds. We also get a nice view of the cemetery right across from our house, so that's fun. uh, yeah, Swanson. Okay, yeah, I got freaking got to change this later. It's not the most, yeah, it's not exactly unheard of for kids to not have cable. For families not have cable back then. Your grandma lived right next to a graveyard. Well, well, those certainly make for interesting neighbors, don't they? You're not doing much in the terms of face sculpting because it's like, at the Peanuts characters don't really have the most defined facial features, so I'm not going to worry about too much. As long as it looks okay, or, as long as it doesn't look, decent. Don't need to make them look like supermodels or anything. Maybe I should have given, maybe I should have given the girl, maybe I should have given Violet and Patty some more makeup, but I'll worry about that later. Can always just adjust that in the mirror. Yeah. It's nude colored lipstick, nude, neutral lipstick. That'll be fine for now. It's funny in your apartment you're in next to a graveyard as well. But yeah, again, don't mind. Yeah, again, I don't mind. It's just kind of a funny thing to have happened. Yes, yeah. Patty Swanson, not to be confused with Peppermint Patty, does have that kind of brownish, oranges, their sort of color scheme. Yeah, I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! On 4Kids as well. It was one of my favorites as a kid. Yeah, for as much as, and admittedly, for as much as, I don't really like the censorship and changes that 4Kids made to their shows that they localized, I can at least appreciate that it was my and a lot of other kids' first exposure to anime and other shows like that. Yeah, could they have done a better job? Yeah, but it kind of is what it is now. Can't really change the past. And not only that, but even though there was some kind of weird decisions with the voice direction at times, the actual voice acting was very strong all around. So yeah, there's that too. There were some genuinely good voice actors. Yeah, Patty Swanson from the Peanuts. He was a kind of a mean girl character along with Violet, but she kind of got phased out as time went on because she just didn't really have as strong as a personality as the other characters like Lucy, and then later Peppermint Patty or and Marcy. So I was just checking. Yeah, it was cool with the Yu-Gi-Oh! What's it, the most recent movie? I think it was whenever. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was the most recent movie, Good Grief. I can't remember where it was, but it was cool they brought back the original voice actors and didn't censor the hell out of it. So you kind of got the best of both worlds with that. So I'm just checking something here. It says YouTube is telling me something's going awry, but my connection is still strong for now. So I'll just chalk it up to YouTube being dumb as usual. What the hell was I doing? Right, swimwear, swimming. Cute. Logged for a second. Yeah, like I said, I was having issues with Stream earlier. Unfortunately, restarted the Wi-Fi router, restarted my computer. I think it's going okay now. But I also said that I may not be able to stream. Oh yeah, that's what it was called. Dark Side of Dimensions. That was pretty cool. But yeah, looks like I'm maybe having issues again. So I might, if that happens, I'm not going to bother trying to set this all up again. So yeah, fair warning. If things go screwy even more than they have been, or I should say, if they go screwy again, I'll probably just say screw it to streaming. But at least I got some stream time in now. More than just like 5 minutes and then the internet pooping out. But yeah. Yeah. Whatever happens, happens, I guess. Looks cute, but. Sure, we'll give them matching raincoats. Again, a bit of a mean streak, but I feel like Patty in particular is a bit more on the mellow side. It's even also, if you watch the Peanuts movie, it's that girl that had the crush on Pigpen. Hence why I say I like to think she maybe mellowed out a bit more compared to Violet. But you know what? We'll give her the family aspiration. I don't know if I'll necessarily give her a dirt turn on or stink turn on, but we'll see. Well, I like someone that's artistic, though. Got art history and all that. Oh yeah, you know what? That's what I forgot. Forgot to mention another show that I really liked on four kids had was Winx Club. That was another one of my favorites. That and Yu-Gi-Oh were my favorites. I'm also aware that there is a reboot of Winx Club that's in CGI, and I don't know. I'm not sure how to feel about that one just based on the previews. You know, what the hell do I want to do? Not sure. I'll put that there. We can always change it. Uh, sure, we'll make you hate zombies. Yeah, I still got a ton of old cards as well from Yu-Gi-Oh from my childhood. Name is Swanson. Swanson. I'm just gonna merge these households. thing with Yu-Gi-Oh, nowadays though, like I used to like playing it was as a kid, but Yu-Gi-Oh nowadays though, it just seems like it's less of a game of strategy and skill and more of a game of how much money can you spend on getting the most meta deck to make sure that you can just drain your opponent's life points the millisecond or the very turn you're able to. Also, there's so many damn rules, mechanics they keep adding. I mean, I know that's how you keep the game fresh and all, but still. No, I have not watched any Bakugan. Goodness. What am I doing now? Alright, silly. Make this house. Okay. I'll focus on Violet's room now, who is ironically wearing green. But I mean, that's just how she was in a lot of the specials and such and colorized strips and all that. Mm. Yeah, I will say though the modern cards, the new ones, they still make some very good artwork though. I'm not super, yeah, I admit I'm not super into the I admit I'm not super into card games. I don't dislike them by any means, but they're not as big as a hobby to me as it is with like video games, as you can see. But again, with the artwork though, I can Magic the Gathering also has some great artwork on their cards. Like even though I don't play Magic the Gathering or really collect things, I do think the artwork they have for their cards are neat. Even with their even with their tie-in cards. I didn't watch Beyblade. Sorry, there's some shows I watched, some shows I didn't. So yeah. Sorry if it's getting kind of tiring to hear me say, yes, I watched it, no, I didn't watch this. It's kind of funny seeing all of these tie-ins for Magic the Gathering, but we'll say the artwork for the cards are very cool. And we'll turn the desktop audio a bit. It's not a ton of important sound here, but you can at least hear some similars, right? How about this end table for her? Whatever. Yeah, sure. But how about we say that these two decide to move in and pursue their ambitions of the culinary arts together? In other words, I'm going to make them both pursue the culinary arts career. Cute. Maybe I'm spending too much time worrying about what I'm going to put in the bedroom. Oh, wait, of course. That's right. I was wondering, what the hell am I supposed to, what the hell else goes in the bedroom? Dressers, of course, go in the bedroom. Where are you going to put, where else are you going to put all your clothes? And a mirror, so you can, full-length mirror, so you can make sure you're all put together before you step out the door. Maybe there's some artwork we can put in here. Poster, painting, whatever. Yeah. Also, no offense to any Yu-Gi-Oh enthusiasts out there, but that's just how I personally feel about the Yu-Gi-Oh game and why I don't really play it. Well, proud to you if that's what you enjoy. I'm just saying my own opinion. What are these? Might be a bit big. Hmm. Why am I glancing? Oh, this is nice. Sure, we'll put this here. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Ben 10 is also one of those shows I haven't really watched even in adulthood. Oh crap! This was supposed to be a walk-in closet, so I don't really need this. I'll just put it in the closet rack. That will be fine. This will be good. Huh? Where'd it go? Okay, let me see if we can't make this a bit bigger, maybe? Hmm. Don't know if I... Yeah, I was just thinking maybe I can make this bedroom just a bit bigger, but I unfortunately am not too sure. Maybe we put sink here? Uh, okay, alright. Hopefully we can make this work. Let's, demolish. Yeah, I quite like, Yuri Lowenthal as a voice actor as well. I know. I don't think we need to make Patty's room quite as big. Or Violet's room quite as big. Take this door. Yeah, that's good. I was a little worried. Is this going to work? No, I think it'll work. Then we'll demolish this wall. Whoops, not that wall. Ah, if only home renovations were this easy in real life, right? The toilet in the corner of shame. Not like that. Where's the sink? I don't want to leave the sink by accident. Well, I'm probably gonna replace those anyways just to get nicer appliances, but okay. Yeah, I think now we'll be okay with this though. Let's get back to bedroom making. That we got that out of the way. Oh, this is cute. Actually, maybe we could put it here, right next to the bedroom, or right next to the window. Yeah, there's a lot of great voice actors out there for sure. Uh, I certainly, and of course, not to dwell too much on my ambitions and all that, but I certainly would be nice to become a respected actor myself. A respected actor myself at some point, whether it be voice acting, stage acting, screen acting, or whatever combination, or any combination even. But I suppose we'll have to see what the future holds. Yes, I've met a fair number of voice actors myself at conventions, which is always fun and interesting. End table. Why did I say it like that? No, you. Yes. Well, actually, um, I do have an associate's that's a 2-year degree in acting, and I do actually apply that to whenever I make my videos, what I learned in acting classes and all that. And yeah, right. And yeah, now I am fortunate enough to be able to do YouTube and streaming and stuff full time. What was I doing here? But yes, I do indeed have acting training of some kind at least. I did a bunch of theater stuff as a kid and all that. It was a nice set. Matching set, I mean. Yeah, I'll just have to see how far my ambitions can take me. Of course, you can't just. Of course, you can't succeed on ambitions alone. You gotta have the actions to back up that motivation and ambition. But you know what I mean. Like 2 years ago. Oh yeah, 2 years ago as well. I did take a course with a local audio engineer slash. Well, I should say primarily he is a voice audio engineer, not strictly voice audio engineer. But of course, he knows his stuff about the voiceover industry, so I took a course with that. Definitely, definitely improved. So definitely learned some things I think improved my skills when it comes to the voiceover and such with my videos and how I record stuff for my videos. I think I've definitely learned some things there to help me improve with that. But yeah, but of course, as an actor, you never stop learning and having new experiences and such. So, yeah. Of course, not really in the market right now for classes at the moment, since, like I said, I am going to be moving soon, but, you know, never stop learning. Even actors who are very much successful in their career still take coaching and classes and all that to make sure that they're staying fresh and all that. But also, not only that, of course, but also helps to have an outsider's perspective. yes, I admit I do have certainly have ambitions when it comes to acting and such, to say the least. And even acting adjacent things like YouTube and streaming. But we shall see what is in the cards. Okay, let's get to the living room now. Yeah, delete. Okay. I like to have the smoke detector right, like above where the stove is, more or less. Yeah, I don't know. I know you don't necessarily need to have that in real life, but that's just me and a personal thing. I don't necessarily need four chairs at the table, I guess, it's just these two, but we'll keep them there for now. There's still enough space to move. I also want to get a burglar alarm to keep the burglars out. That's no fun when the burglars come by. Always a good idea to have a in The Sims, at least. It's a good idea to have a burglar alarm, right, pretty much next to every door that leads to the outside. Whoops! Sorry, accidentally kicked my cord. Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. I had kicked my cord loose by accident, so I had to re-plug it in. Anyways, next we want a TV. A television. Back when these CRTs were the standard. Do you have some favorite YouTubers and genres of videos? Good question. Definitely gotta love the AVGN, Angry Video Nerd, aka James Rolfe. Even just beyond his Angry Video Game Nerd videos, it's just fun to watch him. It's just really enjoyable to watch him talk about things he enjoys, like movies. He even talked about the Wizard of Oz series of books and the movies and all that, which I thought was really cool, and I enjoyed watching that. Yeah, he can just be, yeah, just this Tower has a genuine interest in sharing his own interests and talking about what he knows is a lot of fun. What else? Also quite like Peanut Butter Gamer, PBG. I enjoy his videos quite a bit for sure. Oh, and Brutal Moose, Ian, his name is. His videos are a lot of fun. I really love the wacky kind of style of editing he has. Even though it's not really my style for how I do things, it's still enjoyable to watch because they're just so unique and, well, really just it's just very personal, I guess you could say. It's got that personal touch to it, which is a lot of fun. Oh, I don't know if this is gonna fit. I'll just put it here. Or maybe I'll put it here. Yeah, that'll be fine. Who else? Excuse me. There's more people, of course, but I can't wait. It's right at the tip of my tongue, of course, but you know. I'll think of them as they come along. Yeah. Outside of gaming-based videos, there's also Matt Neff, who makes the FUDW videos, which I may or may not shamelessly take inspiration from my videos. But to be fair, I have been wanting to talk about cartoons and stuff before, expand my horizons, just talk about things I enjoy in general, which includes cartoons. And also PBG's Arthur videos also kind of gave me that push to go, you know what? I think I'll do that too. Oh, I see how this is. This is like a carpet that was from the. I'll put a new carpet on. Something a little different, because why not? Paw prints! I don't really want those right now, though.